What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and President Joe Biden announces a historic deal on stimulus. And this is your stimulus package update and infrastructure bill update. However, that's not the end of the headline. Take a look at this, you guys. But still must win votes. And that's right, you guys. Yesterday, President Joe Biden came out and he said that they had a deal, an agreement on the framework for stimulus reconciliation, but we're hearing that a vote did not happen, even though Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said she wanted to do so. And for the third time, it has been delayed again. Now, I've got video footage. I'm going to be sharing with you the actual announcement. Also, we're going to be taking a look at what Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi had to say yesterday and President Joe Biden on getting this stimulus reconciliation bill done. As take a look, you guys, Democrats punt House infrastructure vote in a blow to Biden's agenda. So we're going to dive into these videos and these articles, get you caught up on the latest as of today, October 29, 2021. And yes, you guys, I am back from my vacation. We had a blast. Stick around to the end for some extra video footage on that. But I'm also glad to be back and get you guys caught up as to what's going on right now. So let's go ahead and dive right in. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. Don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps out a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments. Share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Totally free to join. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. That's the best place to get a hold of me, and also the best place to see our videos and updates on our vacation that we just took, that we came back from, you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in, and let's start off with some video footage from President Joe Biden yesterday as he announced that they had the deal on the framework, but we're now hearing he also still has to garner a few more votes to make sure that we can get this through.
After months of tough and thoughtful negotiations, I think we have I know we have a historic economic framework. It's a framework that will create millions of jobs, grow the economy, invest in our nation and our people, turn the climate crisis into an opportunity and put us on a path not only to compete, but to win the economic competition for the 21st century against China and every other major country in the world. It's fiscally responsible. It's fully paid for. 17 Nobel Prize winners in economics have said it will lower the inflationary pressures on the economy. And over the next 10 years, it will not add to the deficit at all. It will actually reduce the deficit, according to economists. I want to thank my colleagues in the Congress for their leadership. We spent hours and hours and hours over months and months working on this. No one got everything they wanted, including me. But that's what compromise is. That's consensus. And that's what I ran on. I've long said compromise and consensus are the only way to get big things done in a democracy, important things done for the country. I know it's hard. I know how deeply people feel about the things that they fight for. But this framework includes historic investments in our nation and in our people. Any single element of this framework would fundamentally be viewed as a fundamental change in America. Taken together, they're truly consequential. I'll have more to say after I return from the critical meetings in Europe this week.
So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and link in the description below to this article that just came out today that says Biden announces historic deal but still must win votes. We're not quite there yet. Take a look at this article, you guys. It says President Joe Biden announced Thursday that he and Democrats in Congress have reached a historic framework for his sweeping domestic policy package, but he still needs to lock down votes from key colleagues for what's now a dramatically scaled back bill. Eager to have a deal in hand before his departure late in the day for global summits, Biden made his case privately on Capitol Hill to House Democrats and publicly in a speech at the White House. He's now pressing for the still robust package of $1.75 trillion of social services and climate change programs that the White House believes can pass the 50-50 Senate. The fast-moving developments put Democrats closer to a hard-fought deal, but battles remain as they press to finish the final draft in days and weeks ahead. And President Biden exhorted, let's get this done. So you guys, he announced that they had an agreement, the framework, it was all set, but we're hearing they're actually still not quite there yet. And take a look at this other article that just came out, you guys. Democrats punt House infrastructure vote in a blow to Biden's agenda. The left is frustrated over pared-back social spending. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi wanted to show momentum, but she doesn't have the votes quite yet. And we heard her say that she will not bring to the floor a bill that will not pass. And she wanted to, for the third time, bring that bill to the floor yesterday. And we were hearing the infrastructure bill would not get support because progressives are still not happy with the stimulus reconciliation bill. And they've said if you bring that infrastructure bill to the floor without stimulus reconciliation being ready as well, we will vote it down. So let's take a look at what Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi had to say yesterday and what we saw her and President Joe Biden say in response to reporters. Let's take a look at this video footage.
Madam Speaker. Thank you, Madam Speaker. We've been hearing from a lot of progressives who say they would still not vote for this package. So is it premature to move forward with a vote on the bipartisan package today? And do you trust that Senators Manchin and Sinema will vote based off of what is outlined in this framework?
Well, I trust the President of the United States. And again, the text is out there. If they have anybody, any senator, any House member, have some suggestions about where their comfort level is or their dismay might be, then we welcome that. But I trust the President of the United States. We will. We have, all the things I named, we have agreement on most of those things. Now, when people see the language, they may say, well, this goes more further than I thought. I don't know. We'll see what they say back. But we are within range on those things.
You hear from some of your members, like Cori Bush from Missouri, who say that she felt that she was, quote, her word, bamboozled by what she was expecting today. And Pramila Jayapal, the chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, saying that she has the votes to keep the infrastructure bill from passing. What's your response when you hear that sort of dissension in your caucus about where you stand, when you present a very positive picture of where you are?
Well, I have respect for all of our members in the full spectrum of the big tent that is our Democratic Party. And they have concerns when they hear Senator Manchin say something. Others have concerns when they hear that something. Everybody has the chance to say what they wish.
Mr. President, what's your message to progressives who don't trust Manchin and Sinema?
It's a good day.
Do you think you have enough of a framework to get progressives to support the infrastructure bill?
Should the infrastructure bill pass the House today? Mr. President, should the infrastructure bill pass the House today?
Do you have all 50 senators on board with the framework?
Is Bernie Sanders on board, sir?
Everybody's on board. You're on board, aren't you?
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. President Joe Biden and Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi on the infrastructure bill. And we heard her asked, what is your stance on all the contention and fighting going on in Congress amongst Democrats? Are you going to be able to get this done? And she simply said, I trust the president. And she said, yes, I understand there's going to be those that still want to review the legislative text, but we're pretty much there, very optimistic, saying we're going to be getting it done. However, that vote was not held yesterday because they simply did not have the support. Take a look at this article, you guys. Link in the description below. Dems punt House infrastructure vote in blow to Biden's agenda. And the article says the House voted Thursday night to temporarily reauthorize transportation funding, abruptly reversing course after Democratic leaders earlier had vowed to pass a bipartisan Senate-approved infrastructure bill. Now, the move came after progressives refused to relent in their opposition to the $550 billion infrastructure bill amid a standoff over Democrats' separate party line $1.75 trillion social spending measure. It followed a visit to Capitol Hill by President Joe Biden, who personally asked House Democrats for their support on both the infrastructure plan and the separate social policy framework. And you guys, it looks like it didn't quite work. Take a look at this. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and her leadership team were ultimately unable to win over dozens of dug-in liberals in time for a Thursday evening vote. House liberals said that they want to review the legislative text of $1.75 trillion social spending legislation the White House outlined Thursday and get a commitment of support from centrists Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, something the two have not outright given. So in addition to the progressives not supporting infrastructure because they're not fully happy yet with stimulus, also Centrist moderate Democrats Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are also not on board. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that President Joe Biden's announcement of having the framework deal was a little premature? Because it sounds like nobody is really quite on board yet. Reading on, it says, despite an aggressive whipping campaign from Democratic leaders, as many as 30 liberal Democrats threatened to block a roughly $550 billion Senate-passed infrastructure bill, according to multiple people familiar with the vote tally operations. As House Democrats headed home for the weekend in defeat, many were infuriated and left wondering how they had stumbled yet again, pointing fingers within their own party. Man, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But you guys were hearing that there was an announcement on the framework, but it looks like it's still in the works, and there's going to be a lot more coming out on this, and it looks like this is going to be changing even more. So you guys, that is the latest on what's going on in Congress with stimulus. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button. I'm going to be uploading another video here shortly giving more details on the framework so that way you can see it for yourself. And also, you guys, leave your comments, share this out if you find this helpful. Stick around. I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of video footage from our vacation. Also, if you want to come join the Ram fam to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you get notified right away. Regular video uploads are going to be at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, but also randomly throughout the day. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much again for joining me. I'll catch you in the next video. Take a look at this video footage from our vacation if you'd like to see it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.
I'm like, where? With my brief. You do?